we can talk. Welcome to RWBY Talk.
Alright, we are RWBY Discussion, weekly RWBY discussions. Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Alright, so, I just saw it. First I want to discuss the Yang trailer first.
Yes.
I have mixed feelings on the Yang trailer. There was very particular parts that I liked. And just to clarify for the audience, I'm very critical about RWBY because I miss the glory days of Volume 1 and 2. Volume 3 was good, but it was starting to decline story-wise. But the Yang trailer, again, we've discussed this, David, how the main problem with the fights in RWBY is that they feel the need to do a bunch of fucking cuts like it's a Jason Bourne film.
Yes.
And there was, once again, a lot of fucking cuts until that one part where she's, like, rocketing around the thing, you know, like she rockets under it and then she kind of, like, dodges by, like, fucking pulling it, like, Suna from Reborn, you know?
Yeah, so they can still do a good fight, per se. It's just they need to...
As I was watching that, it was like the thought that came to my mind was, it's like they half get it. They half get it. They're like they almost get it, but they don't. And it's like, oh, it's so frustrating.
It's like a Thurman.
I don't know. I think they get it more than Thurman gets it. Well, actually, I guess I see your point. Because he's into like good shit, but like not at all. Yeah, that makes sense.
Not for the right reasons either.
Yeah, I'm literally sitting there just like, oh, it's like you're so close to getting it. You're so close.
And just ditch the unnecessary cutting. It's fucking ridiculous.
There was too many. Once again, there was the part where they were like, you know, it would cut to Ruby's face and then their face, and the guy in the Reddit said it perfectly. And David, I'll have you link this Reddit post in the description.
Yeah, DM me.
I will. But there's this Reddit post, and he said the best RWBY fights, or the fights in general, have the action and the reaction in the same shot.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the action happens, the reaction. There was multiple scenes in that, you know, fist fight between RWBY and Yang where it would, you know, someone would punch and it would cut them getting hit. Why not just have them punch and getting hit in the same shot?
Exactly. You know? It's completely unnecessary. I don't know if it's them getting used to the new software they're using because they've ditched the poser completely.
My assumption, like, one of the things I always assume is it's because they got rid of all the people that actually did it like Monty did.
Yeah,
because, like, one of the things I notice is that Shane Newell, obviously, is the guy that wrote the letter, and he was one of them that they got rid of. And then there was another guy, I don't remember the name, but there was another guy that, I do not remember his name, but, like, there was a guy they brought on specifically for Volume 3, who a lot of people on Reddit noticed, because like you can actually go into like certain credits or somewhere, and it'll actually tell you which fights were animated by which animator. Like someone found that somehow. I don't remember where, but it was on the Reddit at one point. And like there was this one guy that everyone was noticing, like animated, like definitely had the same like talent as Monty did, because like everything that he animated was like the best shit in Volume 3. And guess what? He was only in on Volume 3, and they got rid of him for 4. So it's like all the people that are good, they're fucking getting rid of. I don't know who the fuck animates, like who their animation team is. I'm not saying they're bad, but like I just don't think I don't understand why they can't. I don't know, man. Like you'd think someone would be like, hey guys, when Monty did it, he did this. Maybe we should replicate that. I mean, maybe that's what made the series successful. I don't know.
Yeah, it's even in like Red versus Blue now, the fights are getting slower and slower and fucking unnecessarily cut like RWBY. So I don't know if it's once full screen took over Rooster Teeth.
Yeah. What it seems like. Oh, sorry, you should finish. Go ahead.
It's almost become like a professional. Like this isn't our passion. This is our business.
Oh, exactly. Once it becomes a job and not the passion, is the problem.
That's what ruined Smosh.
Oh yeah. Well, I think the way it feels like to me is it almost, and this sounds so scummish of me. It sounds like one of those like Rick and Morty, like to be fair, you have to have a high IQ. But like what it seemed like in the past was that like they didn't care about like you know, it seems like now when they're making the show that they're like taking into consideration like, will that be too fast for like the average viewer to understand, or will that be too like jarring. It seems like they're like taking into account like the average viewer now, and they're like, no, that'll be too fast. You gotta slow it down. And it's like that's what I loved about early RWBY. Early RWBY didn't give a fuck. Early RWBY was like, if it's too fast, rewatch it, you pussy.
Exactly, and that was what was glorious about it. I can consistently go back and view volumes 1 and 2 and most of 3, but once I got to 4, I'm like, I don't see myself rewatching volume 4.
Yeah, like the thing with early RWBY fights is I remember when I was first watching RWBY, I would go back and rewatch them. I would rewatch the fights like directly after I saw them because I'd be like, wow, that happened so quickly. I need to rewatch them. But that wasn't a bad thing. That was like, okay, let me just rewatch that and notice shit that I didn't notice the first time.
I've rewatched one of the most viewed scenes was the food fight at the beginning of Volume 2.
Fucking A.
I've rewatched that fucking thing like a million times. It's ridiculously beautiful. It's colorful, vibrant, and it showcases how to do a real fucking fight while making it fun.
And that food fight is better than every fight in Volume 4 put together.
Exactly.
Again, Tyrion Crow was average, and so was the last fight with the Nuka-Lavi was average. But that's all they get is average. None of them were mind-blowing.
The Nuka-Lavi, don't even fucking get me started on that shit.
Well, I'm mad about that for plot reasons, but the fight
exactly.
was okay. Like, I enjoyed...
There was a sense of dread. There was a sense of, like, actual, we're gonna fucking die here. Like...
Before we get too off track, we better, because I don't want to talk about that episode, we should talk about this episode, otherwise this will go on for fucking ever.
Exactly. We'll tear that apart in another video.
I'd like to, I'm going to start slowly working on like a super eye patch wolf style what went wrong in RWBY type of shit.
Yeah.
And then I could bring you in or something.
Yeah, that's something we could even dub over one of the Shadow War videos with that shit.
Yeah. But what was I going to say? But like when it comes to this episode, something I found, and I really hope that I'm not yet, like sometimes I get nervous that I'm starting to not like RWBY. like I liked some of it, but like what I've noticed in this episode is that it's a lot more cringe than I remember. There are some scenes where I'm just like cringe and like the humor is cringe.
Well, I mean, the humor's not my issue. The main
time that I laughed once in this episode, the end with Drunk Crow was fucking great. That was amazing.
That hit me on a personal level.
Yeah, but like I just love him being like
I found him.
I did it.
It's fucking glorious.
Literally the best part was when he was like, "Well, my name is Oscar Pine," but he's like, "Wait for it." Here it comes.
I would love to drink with him in real life.
Yeah. So I also like there was a couple cool, like interesting references. Number one, the drunk guy hitting on Yang, which I also thought was an incredibly cringy scene.
That did not need to fucking be in there.
That seemed very just like. It seemed to be what I don't like about a lot of what I always praised RWBY for not ham-fisting into its show, which is one of those like women empowerment thing. You should do it naturally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that just seemed cringe to me. Like, yes, here comes a guy hitting on her because she's beautiful and he's gonna get his ass knocked out. Once again, my way of looking at this is if that scene if you reversed those roles where it was a drunk woman hitting on a guy and the guy beat the shit out of the woman, would that be okay? Would that be okay to anyone?
I don't know.
No, probably not. They probably would be like, "Oh, here comes the feminists," right?
Yeah,
what I always enjoyed and praised about RWBY was that there was no scenes like that were literally there to suck off the feminists' dicks. RWBY is a show that actually empowers women in the best way possible by not bringing up the fact that they're women, by not making it known, by not literally ham-fisting the best women character development is the fact that they are all women and they're all different people, and the fact that they are women is not like their entire character. That right there is good character development because women don't exist to just be women; they're people.
Exactly.
You know? And that was was what was so great about Ruby. But with this scene, you have the classic drunk guy hitting on her. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I so much.
Is it too much to ask? I kind of wanted her to drag him behind the motorcycle.
Well, yeah, but he was an asshole, but he was like a comically cringy asshole.
Yeah, and like, that fucking doesn't need to exist inside of RWBY. It's like.
Now, what I did like was you heard her, not too thick, not too thin, and then she said, "But yeah, I know, just right." That's a reference to Goldilocks because her character is based off of Goldilocks.
Yeah, that was well done.
Mm-hmm, that was clever, but I still think that
even that clever pun was kind of cringe.
That was okay. I think Nora was cringe as fuck in multiple regards. Like again, like a really serious moment where you're like, Crow's like, we can do this. These kids aren't pushovers, and she's like, yeah. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up, Nora. This is serious. I don't know. Like again, they can be funny, but it just seems forced. And maybe that's just me becoming more jaded over time. I have no idea.
It might be a little bit of both. I mean,
I was literally shocked at how cringe I found a lot of the humor. I was like, oh, he was still like, I don't know. Maybe I should go back to like early RWBY and see if I find it cringe and see if it's just me changing or the show changing.
Yeah, I'd recommend doing that actually.
Well, what did you find any of like the I don't know like
there was some cringe in it, but it wasn't overly cringe.
Horrible, but
it wasn't Tyrion level cringe.
Oh gosh, Tyrion #Tyrion level cringe.
But Lionheart, I kind of want to see more of. He's not the most subtle bastard. I mean, you saw him transferring the vial.
I could tell. It was. I like what they did too, where he is based off of the Cowardly Lion. The first thing you see him do is be scared of Crow at the door.
Yeah.
And then he's still working with that guy that has the voice actor of Piccolo / Zorro. Chris Sabat, I think his name is.
Yep. So that's interesting. I want to see more of that, but I kind of want to see more drunk Crow.
Oh my gosh.
I quit teaching for a reason.
That was great. I found him. What else there? There was also the, I guess Yang, like, compare this, and this might be a thing I put in that video that I'm going to do. Compare this scene here with Yang in that bar to her trailer scene with her in a bar. Which one less cringe?
The early Yang, clearly.
Obviously. Because, like that guy wasn't hitting on her. That guy wasn't acting like a caricature of like a stereotypical, like, drunk guy. He was literally just being an asshole. So, then she was like, fuck you. But, like, in this regard, it was just, like, it felt just really forced to me. I don't know. It just felt like one of those, like, yeah, Yang's hot, and the guy's gonna hit on her, and she's gonna be like, fuck you, I'm a strong, independent one. And that's fine, but you just gotta do it subtly, man. If you hit people over the head with it, it's just cringe.
Yeah. Did you notice when she was drinking the bottle of water that her arms started vibrating from the impact?
Oh, I figured that was why she was, like, really, like, she was getting a little, like, she had that face of, like, fuck, I'm getting used to this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see, I am interested, though, because, like, it seems like the reason they had that drunk guy was to somehow bring her to the bandits, because he wasn't just a one-off. He was like, oh, I know shit, and it's just like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wish that it didn't have to be a cringy drunk guy hitting on her. I don't know, man. Like, the more you have men hitting on women, I'm just gonna be, I don't know. Like, I know that happens, but it's just so cringe to me, man. Why is it so cringe? I don't know. Like, I guess I'm just, like, I don't like the stereotype perpetuated of, like, all men are sleazebags, That's just what it seems like sometimes they go for. Like, oh, yeah, careful of them sleazebag men that are always going to be, I don't know. Maybe it's more true. I guess I've never walked a shoe in the shoes of a woman. That's fair. But it's just, as a guy who hates those kind of people, too, it's just when I see that shit, I worry that women watching that, it'll just, like, kind of, like validate that stereotype. Like, yeah. Because, it's hard to separate guys that are actually trying to like talk to you and like because some people just can't tell the difference, and it's like oh you know, that guy was legitimately just trying to get to know me. Fuck him the same way as a sleazy drunk guy. I don't know.
I don't know, because I can't judge what women have been through, but
that's true. I'm not trying to be an asshole. It just, that scene cringed me out. It just seemed like an unnecessary.
It seemed very, very forced. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not to the level of like Fooly Cooley level forced humor. And I love Fooly Cooley, but at the same time, it really forced the, you know, sleazy douchebag.
I know. I've been on that scene a lot. I know. I hate scenes like that. It was the same as fucking Doctor Who this year, fucking constantly forcing in the, hey, just in case you didn't know I'm a lesbian. It's like, no, know. Stop it. Straight people don't go around screaming that they're straight. You know, literally, like, and I always bring this up too, so it doesn't sound like I'm an asshole. The best way that they could have done that, to not have her just continuously yell that she's a lesbian, instead of that, just have her get a girlfriend then. Show, don't tell. Classic writing.
Bingo. And they could have done that scene the same fucking way you're just saying. They could have shown, yeah, he's just a douchebag, but he's a plot device.
Well, yeah, they could have done it a lot less, like, forced, or, like, reused, you know, like, oh, yeah, you're so hot, I want to fuck you. It could have just been a guy being an asshole, but, like, a little bit more subtly. I would have minded, you know, just, like,
yeah.
He could have literally, you know how much more impactful that scene would have been if he was literally just, like, he said nothing, but he was just, like, I don't know, like, trying to cop a feel or, like, something like that. Like not even, like, comically. Like, he literally was, like, trying to touch her, and she was just like, no. And then she punches him with no words, showing that she's in a very irritable state right now. There could have been no words there, and it would have been a lot more powerful to me.
Exactly.
But anyway, before we dwell on this too much, unless you had something else to say on it.
The 4 relics. Let's get on to that.
Ugh. It's so MacGuffin, man.
One for the fall maiden, one for the spring maiden, one for the summer maiden. And only they can unlock it. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Like, seriously, what the fuck?
I don't think Rooster Teeth is really, you know, crazy. Like, just think about it. Volume 1 and 2, like, they were amazing, but they were just a simple slice of life. It's not hard to write a slice of life, in my opinion.
No, I could probably shit one out in my sleep.
Yeah, so I don't think Rooster Teeth has ever been good at story. I don't think that's their forte. You know what I mean?
Like, it felt natural the first, like, 5 volumes of fucking Red versus Blue, and then it started, like, delving into AI, which was good, and then from AI it went into, what the fuck do we do next? We'll do a prequel. We'll pull a Star Wars. And then it went into random Adventure of the Week style shit, because that got easy to write, and then now it's overarching bullshit.
I don't know, man. I would have been fine with it just, I guess I'm not sure how long they could have pulled a slice of life. I just don't think it had to become like a classic anime, like there's a big villain and like...
I'm fine with a big villain. I'm fine with a big villain team, even. But the fucking MacGuffin did not need to exist.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the Dragon Balls.
Yeah. What I am interested in, and I do think this is kind of interesting, I like that Raven has the Spring Maiden. That is interesting. Like, on her side, that will certainly be difficult. And if they're clever with it, they could do something really interesting with that. They could have the Spring Maiden be, like, conflicted. Because she ran because she was scared. Very similar to the Cowardly Lion of, what was his name, Leo or something? Leo?
Lionheart? Leonardo Lionheart?
Yeah. He called him Leo. So, like, the way I see it is, if they wanted to do this clever, and they can, because the best characters are characters that are characters that aren't pure evil or aren't pure good. Characters that are somewhere in the middle, you know?
That's why I actually like Deadpool as a character, because he's on the middle ground.
Or, you know, people like, I'm trying to think, sorry to always suck Gon's dick, or Hunter x Hunter's dick, all their dicks, but, like, you know, a main character like Gon's Freaks, where he has the moments where he's, like, I'm going to fight you because I can tell you're a bad guy, but he also has the moments where it's like, if you delay me, I'm going to murder that innocent little girl over there. Like, whoa! You know, I like shit like that.
Yeah.
So, like, when I'm sitting here thinking, they could do something cool with the Spring Maiden thing. They could have her be conflicted. They could have her be like, I want to do good, but, you know, but I'm also scared of this. So, I'm curious of her motives, why she joined. Well, because he said that Raven picked her up, but I assume that they're not forcing, you know, I'm pretty sure they probably, like, treated her like a child. She's like a mother to her, maybe, so, like, the Spring Maiden is helping them willingly, I assume. So
yeah.
I'm just sitting here like, what is the Spring Maiden's motives for being with their tribe, I wonder.
I love how they brought the tribe into this, too. We'll have some more of the backstory of Crow and Raven now. So, and Crow being one of my favorite characters helps me as a fan.
Yeah. Also, you can, is it just me, or did, like, Vic's voice acting in one scene feel a little off? When he was pushing the books off, he didn't sound as nearly as angry as he should have, in my opinion.
I feel like they used the wrong line, because he straight up said, yeah, I just mailed them my lines.
Well, yeah, that's exactly. I think that it's kind of hard to get, like, a full... Because I don't know, it's hard to say, because, like, because that's what I thought at first, but then I remembered that tweet that he said about how he actually went to Rooster Teeth to record this time, remember?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was just odd. Every other line of his was great. It was just that scene where he pushes the books off the table and he's just kind of, like, mildly annoyed. It's like, I feel like he should have been louder there. He pushed books off the table. Minor nitpick, just something I thought of.
Maybe he was doing something else there.
Yeah, maybe like halfway through each. I don't know.
Maybe he planted like a device there to track, because he could see that Lionheart had transferred those files. So maybe he was planning his own device to kind of.
Maybe. Oh, that could be it. Yeah, that makes sense.
That was just something I was thinking about, because I know Crow's not a fucking idiot. He didn't survive this long being an idiot.
No, he's not. But at the same time, I don't think he necessarily needs to. It's tough to say, because, like, I don't like the trope of people, like, immediately knowing. Like, because I was even thinking, like, if he walks out and he's like, I know he's lying, well, that would take a lot of attention out of it, wouldn't it? You know?
Yeah. So maybe he's doing his own surveillance, because he would do surveillance for Ozpin.
Mm-hmm. Now, one thing I want to see, since Oscar is there with them, and that means technically Ozpin can talk to them now, because Ozpin can kind of just
I want a fucking flashback.
Not only do I want a flashback to what the fuck happened in that fight, but I also want just Ozpin to fucking explain, like, what in God's name happened down there. And, like what the fuck happened to you? Like, I want Jean to literally say, we came up the elevator, and then she was already coming up. What the fuck happened? Like, dude.
You're supposed to be a god-level character, and you got fodderized.
And you know how Jean is, like, really triggered about Pyrrha dying. I can even see Jean, like kind of, like, breaking the fourth wall almost to be like, Pyrrha lasted longer than you, man. What the fuck happened?
How did a fucking student outfight a teacher?
Yeah. See, because, like, either there's two options there. Either Rooster Teeth actually has, like, a plan as to why that he didn't last that long, or they fucked up entirely. Because, like, I feel like, you know, he should have lasted. Like, the whole reason he stayed down there to fight her was to kind of give them time to escape. He's Ozpin, and he was clearly doing some shit to her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It makes zero sense for Pyrrha, who, yes, is the most talented student in the school, but it's fucking Ozpin, who is we now know is the wizard. And it's just like, okay, Ozpin should have lasted longer. I don't get it.
Yeah, 13 seconds.
Unless they want to pull, like, like one of those, like, I don't know.
I distorted time and space itself. What seemed like 13 seconds was actually 3.5 hours.
Yeah, except that literally defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
That would, because, like I chose to fight her quicker, therefore giving you less time to escape. No. Okay, the one thing we haven't talked about yet is the Blake's scene with Ilya. I think Ilya, is that her name?
I believe so.
Did I say that wrong? Ilya sounds like... No. Well, there's an Ilya in Twilight Princess, which is why I'm wondering if I'm
Like,
the right
I don't know. Random background character they just threw in during the fucking Blake trailer.
Wait. Do you not remember her from Volume 4? Or David, are you drunk?
No, she was in there for like 3 fucking frames.
Okay, still though, she was one of Blake's childhood friends, and she actually fucked up Son in Volume 4. Remember?
Yeah, but it was like 3 fucking frames that they uber paced and fucking did not even feel natural to that volume.
That's fair. But anyway, though, like, I kind of liked I did kind of like the scene where she's like, you're gonna have to make me leave, and then she kind of is like, I know, all somberly, like, I tried to tell you, I tried to warn you, but I can tell that it's gonna have to go the hard way. And this is, again, it's the simple things that I like. It's the simple things I noticed. I really liked her just kind of casually stepping off the balcony and falling. That was badass.
Yeah, that was...
Her exit was cool. She just fucking stepped off and, like, silently, like, descended. It was fucking amazing.
It was good.
I just thought that was cool. Ninja-like. Anything else? Anything else we're missing, David?
I don't think so. This episode was just all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
It was Ilya. You were correct.
Okay, yeah.
I literally just googled the fucking trailer's character because she had more time in that fucking trailer than she had in all of Volume 4.
I'm just finding, I don't know, I hate that I'm finding this show cringier and cringier. It's making me sad. I don't want to find it cringier, but I am.
I don't think it's naturally trying to be cringe. I think they're trying to distance themselves from Monty in some way, shape, or form, which is fucking scummy, but at the same time,
yeah,
it kind of makes a business sense because now it's their show.
Well, I'm just curious because, like, the thing is, it's crazy popular in Japan. Have you seen how popular it is in Japan?
Yeah, we got a W over there.
Yeah, so I'm just sitting here like, but for how much longer is it going to be popular in Japan? Because I feel like the second it started becoming popular in Japan, Monty died, and now it's not the same show anymore. So it's to me, it's almost going to feel like a Promised Neverland situation. And to be fair, I haven't caught up yet, but like Promised Neverland, just as it was getting like crazy popular, the arc ended and it changed dramatically. And I'm sitting here like, I hope it stays popular,
Yeah, it's still doing crazy well, both here and over there.
But I'm just, I don't know, man.
See, the issue with the Japanese audience is they change their tastes on a dime.
My thing is, how far can they really stretch a MacGuffin plot line and, like, stay popular? Because really...
Look at Dragon Ball Z.
Fair. I think Dragon Ball Z, though, survives off of nostalgia a lot.
We went from fucking the Dragon Balls themselves to the Namekian Dragon Balls to the Black Star Dragon Balls in GT to now the Super Dragon Balls, which can fucking bring back entire worlds or whatever, universes. I'm not caught up on Super, so I don't fucking know. But I mean, they've stretched the MacGuffin plot quite far.
Again, though, but like that is, it's just like how people, like, in early, you remember how early YouTube, like, you didn't really have to try that hard to get famous, like, all you had to do was kind of just be relevant, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, It wasn't that hard to get famous early YouTube. You just kind of had to be there, and do shit consistently, right?
Yeah, and PewDiePie himself said that now it's impossible for somebody to break out because of all the bullshit. So
now the standards are much higher. And I see it the same way with anime. You have Dragon Ball Z kind of echelon in the shonen genre. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and slowly the shonen genre. And let's face it, if we were to classify fucking RWBY, it would fall under the shonen genre.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even Togashi had one of my favorite interview quotes with him was when he was talking about how he was writing the Hisoka Corolla fight, and he was basically saying, like, how hard it is to make a fight feel believable because people's standards are higher.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, with all these special powers, it's crazy hard to make the fight stay believable. You know, but I work really hard to do so. And I'm just saying, RWBY, let's face it, RWBY did not get popular because of its character. RWBY did not get popular because of its story. RWBY did not get popular because of anything else. RWBY got popular because of its fucking awesome fights. It's why it got popular. And it's awesome weapons to boot.
And it felt natural.
Yes, but the weapons themselves existing will not make it popular or keep it being popular. What made the weapons so cool is that they used them in clever ways. Look at the Red trailer.
Exactly.
Her fighting style was like dancing with her weapon. It was beautiful.
Yeah, and now all
I've seen RWBY do lately is swinging around like a fucking club. Go ahead. Yeah.
And use it as a sniper rifle. Poorly.
Which is fine, but like, she should, I don't know. I just want to see, when RWBY fights, it should be a lot more like the Red trailer, because that is her fighting style.
Yeah, that's what defined her character, and what defined Weiss's character was her ballet style of, like, fucking being super nimble.
Mm-hmm.
Blake's style being, like, the fucking, almost like shadow clone jutsu.
One of the best examples will forever be, and I gotta make the fucking RWBY video, man. Like, literally, the Tyrion versus the entire group fight was the biggest mess I've ever seen in my life.
Do not get me started on that.
Like, they're literally, like, watch that part. They are running. The entire fight is him running back and forth between them awkwardly. And then they're running towards him awkwardly, swinging their fucking crazy complicated weapons like club. There's a scene with Nora with her epic-ass hammer, which she could fucking stand on and, like, rock it around if she wanted to. Instead, she chooses to awkwardly jog over there with her hammer, like, ah! Like, no.
Like, where's the rocket jump? Where's the I'm fucking Thor!
RWBY fights should literally be a fucking spectacle of, like, acrobatics. That's what they should be. That's what they should always be.
It's saddening, but at the same time, I'm hoping they redeem themselves somehow.
Please.
With this fucking... Look at the song and, like, them confronting Salem. I'm not sure if that's going to fucking happen this season.
The opening was cool as shit.
I'm not sure if that's going to happen, or they're going to have some sort of, like, major fight with her and then just get completely destroyed.
Mm-hmm. I saw Yang fighting Mercury in the opening. That was fucking cool. I hope for a rematch there. That's badass.
I hope she really breaks his fucking legs this time.
I'll break his legs! See, Nora was funny there. She was cringe. I don't know. Like, I think that, like, especially, like, little scenes, too, with like, them walking into an empty, suspicious building. RWBY chooses to go, hello! Why? Shut the fuck up.
There could be fucking murder bots in there.
Like, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, they're not at the level yet, but they're starting to remind me of the problems I had with Asta not feeling like a real person.
Yeah, we gotta get that video out too.
yeah, I got 2 videos in mind. But like, I'm just sitting here like, okay, you gotta make the character interaction more natural, man.
Like, seriously.
I don't know, and we're gonna get some fucking. Prepare for dislikes on this video, David, because we have negative opinions.
It's not that I have a negative opinion. It's that I want them to hold themselves to a little bit of a higher bit of standards. Like, for fuck's sake, you went from one of the greatest shows in the history of YouTube, and I'm saying that because there didn't used to be this first member bullshit, and me basically loaning out my verve to every Tom, Dick, and Harry ballsack on the planet.
Hey, I'm more than just a Tom, Dick, and Harry ballsack.
You know where I was getting with that.
Thurman.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, there used to be this fucking glorious show that I enjoyed watching every week.
There used to be a feeling of passion, and now it feels more like a business.
Yeah.
I think is the main boil down here.
Now, if they got somebody that actually was passionate about the project, passionate about, this continuing down Monty's path, I don't know if they've used all of his scripts or not, or if they scrapped them. We don't know.
Or they existed in general.
Or if they existed in general on like paper or digital format.
Well, one of the things that and obviously have to remember as I say this, that, you know, everyone has a side to a story. I'm outside right now, by the way. Sorry about your wind. But, you know, everyone has a different side to a story. But in the letter, Newell basically hinted that they could have asked Monty's girlfriend.
Yeah.
He told her shit, but they chose not to.
Like, or they could have talked to Shane, I would assume.
Shane was his best friend, I think, yeah.
Yeah, like, I would feel that as, you know, one of my best friends, I could confide in you. Like,
yeah,
Monty would have
course.
Confided into Shane. It's like...
You'd think.
You would think that they would share some sort of, like... He was like a protege to him, almost, the way he worded in the letter. Like...
Seemed like it.
So...
I mean... And obviously, like, the sad part is, and just to bring this down to, like, a note of, like, I don't want people to be like, you know, you're talking about a man's death here so casually or whatever. Like what I want to bring up is, obviously, the sad part is I feel like Monty would look down, and obviously he wouldn't want anyone to fight. You know, he would be, you know, from what I knew about him, from what I had seen about him, obviously he'd be sad about this whole thing happening. I think somewhere in his mind he'd probably be sad about his vision getting kind of fucked. You know, because there's just, you know, it's hard to say. Because obviously he would probably prioritize people not fighting because he was a good guy. I could tell he was.
He was one of the kindest souls on the planet, they said.
Yeah, and it's just, I guess this is how I'll end this off. And I think it's about to, this will probably be a good ending point because I got to do some yard work before it gets dark here. But,
yeah.
I'm going to end this off with a rant from Aaron Hansen on the Sonic Mania Game Grumps episode. They were talking about how Sonic Mania, do you remember the intro animation to Sonic Mania and how good it looks?
Yeah.
Danny basically asked, why is this game so good when all these other Sonic games are shitty? And Aaron replied, it's all about passion. The people that made this game were Sonic fans, and they loved Sonic. And the people that made Sonic 06 were doing it for a paycheck.
Yep.
When you are making, and I know this from experience, when I'm editing a video that I'm passionate about, I put my 100% effort into that. If there's an edit that I want to do, like these death battles that we got coming up eventually, I want to make them amazing because they're fun to make. But when I'm doing something that just has to be done, you do the bare minimum, you do it not as well. So Monty was a person who, and this was, I believe this was talked about either in the letter or in the behind the scenes shit with like volumes 1 and 2. But Monty would animate fights to music. He would literally sit in his fucking office, put on some music that he loved, and he would animate fights to music, which is why every fight in RWBY felt like it had an awesome rhythm and beat, and it was like boom, 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 you know?
Yeah, and
you don't feel that in new RWBY. You don't feel, it feels clunky, disjointed, not smooth like the other ones did, you know?
Yeah, like the Weiss Winter trailer, you dissected the shit out of that because it was like pan in, zoom, and then it's like they cut all the other scenes, and then that one fucking frame was like all of that recut together.
I mean, like I said, it feels like they have to get it because there are scenes, the scenes that they pull out. It's almost like they're animating a fight, and then someone comes in and says, "Okay, this is all good and stuff, but it's not RWBY-ish enough. Put in one of them wide shots. Monty did those a lot. People must like those." You know, it's like they don't understand why, but they know that they have to do it. It's like, oh yeah, wide shots. Those happen in RWBY a lot. We'll slap in a couple.
Yeah, it's really sad because this is a show I was uber passionate about, and now I'm hoping Volume 5 really does redeem it, because you have to have some form of passion. You cannot just continue to do something for a paycheck. Like, if you were to edit one of Thurman's videos, you wouldn't be passionate about it, because you don't care about that.
Well, not because I don't care about Thurman, because I don't care care about the games he's playing.
Exactly. Like him playing Heroes of the Storm, you're like, yeah, I can animate that, but like do that one animated shot with a turd dropping on him, as a gag.
It's like if I could animate, and it's like if I could animate and someone asked me to animate the Hisoka Corolla fight, I would put my heart and soul into that because I want to see that.
Exactly.
But if someone asked me to animate something from fucking Black Clover or some like fucking slice of life shit that I didn't care about, I'd be like, whatever.
It puts clothes on my back and it puts food in my belly.
Yep. And I just remember in the letter from Shane, the way he made it sound like was that they were coming in and stripping all of the fun from the process. Like, it used to be a fun process. People would come in, they would have fun making the show. And it sounded like from the letter that they were basically like, nope, no more fun, serious business. And because now they force them to keep deadlines now too, for the sake of the show, obviously, for the sake of its popularity, because they're prioritizing money here. Because remember, from volume 2 to 3, they were taking their sweet ass time, and that's fine. I'd rather them do that because at that point it wasn't a show; it was a project.
Mm-hmm.
It was something that they did for fun in their off time. But now it's become one of their top money makers, and they have to have it out once a year. And there's deadlines. No time to think about it. No time to have passion. And only certain geniuses can work with deadlines. Oda is one of the only people that I've ever seen that literally can pump out a chapter every week, and somehow it's still good. You have to be literally a genius for that shit. And I don't, people at Rooster Teeth, I don't think they're geniuses. They're just average people that work at Rooster Teeth. I've seen them. They're great, but they're not geniuses. They need their time, and I would rather them take their time and make something amazing.
Exactly, and that's the major takeaway point from this video, I'm going to call it, even though it's probably just going to be a thumbnail slapped over audio.
Yep.
Because, like the One Piece discussion, is because that's why we try to hold ourselves to somewhat of a standard here. Mm-hmm. Because this is a project to us.
And obviously we give ourselves like deadlines we try to hit, but if there's a deadline, if it's like here's a deadline versus this video is shitty, we'd rather come on and say it's going to be delayed rather than slap out a shitty video.
Exactly. That's why I'm delaying the Shadow War until we can dub over that like Game and Chill, because I can't form a fucking commentary. I know I need somebody else on commentary with me.
And it's the same reason the death battles have been so delayed, because we got it in, but guess what? The audio is shit, and we're not going to make you sit through that. Some podcasts we have simply because it's Chris, and we can't scrap Chris because he's rare as fuck. But the death battle we're not putting out because the audio is ass.
Even the video was out of fucking sync. Yeah. And it's like, and there was no ending on it because it somehow got cut. And we don't know if Noble's internet got dropped or what at that point, or if he had just cut it prematurely, or if it was an upload error. We don't know.
In closing, my hopes for this season are that someone in that office, in that Rooster Teeth animation office, cares about the show as much as Monty does. And someone in there is sitting there thinking, maybe we should have pride in our work. And I'm not saying it's bad. Again, it's not like it's horrible. It's not Berserk levels of shit. And by Berserk, I mean the anime.
Like the 2016-2017 anime, not the glory that was the old school anime.
And it's not horrible, but what it is it's subpar.
Exactly.
And RWBY deserves better than subpar. Like even there was the scene with Yang turning to the bar guy after she drank the water. She looked so robotic. She literally like pivoted, like it was weird. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it was a little bit clunky animation. I'm hoping that once we get to a fight, we can actually like that fight was actually fucking good.
Oh, I hope so, man. Like that, and that was the thing too. Like that was acceptable back in the day because it wasn't a show; it was a project run by a couple people.
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8 animators, and then the rest were voice cast.
But now I'm assuming it has like a multi-million-dollar budget, considering how fucking popular it is.
Well, I mean, you could look at the fucking credits from Volume 1 to Volume 5 and see the change.
That's a good point.
Like, it would take, like, 3 frames of that split away animation.
Well, because what I noticed about RWBY in Volume 1 and 2, 1 specifically, 2 got better, but in Volume 1, the walking and all the animation other than the fighting was awkward. But it didn't matter because once the fighting happened, it was fucking godly.
Yeah.
Like somehow, and this is down to Monty's genius, obviously, but like the animation for the fighting, even though it was a very primitive program, the program was just poser, you know. But he was able to. He just knew how to choreograph good fights, and he made it amazing.
Yeah, and that was what made RWBY great. The passion.
Because it felt like a guy. It's the same reason why I love Hunter x Hunter. It's why I choose Hunter x Hunter over One Piece as my favorite, because the guy takes the hiatuses actually as frustrating as they are. It's actually a good thing. It really is, because the hiatuses make it feel like more of a project and less of a show. See what I mean here? It feels like one guy. Same thing how Togashi refuses help of editors. This is a guy who literally is doing this as a passion. It's his hobby. He enjoys writing this because it's fun for him. It doesn't become a business.
Exactly. And that's why I fucking love that as well. It's just... It's as shitty as it is that we have, like, year-long, 2-year-long, 3-year-long, running gag of hiatus x hiatus. Yeah. It helps make a better product, and I would rather take that for RWBY than rush it out yearly. Just like
it's one of those,
as I like COD, I like Call of Duty, and I would rather it not be a fucking yearly thing. I would rather they take time and make a polished product instead of a seeming pile of shit every year.
I guess I'm sitting here thinking like, what was I gonna say? I totally lost what I was gonna say. Fuck. Oh yeah, no, I have this like thing where it's such a sad thought, but I'm like, in an alternate universe, like if Monty didn't die, I wonder how this show would be different. I wonder how Volume 4 would have been different. What would it have been like? It's such an interest. It's so curious to me.
Let's go have Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland actually make us a portal gun and go to an alternate reality.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm just sitting here like I just think like what, like one, do you think they would have stuck with Poser, number one? Number two, the fights probably would have been amazing. We would have had that. One of the things that always fascinated me too was that there was apparently supposed to be it was Nora's group versus fucking what's her name? Raven. Who's apparently Raven somehow for some reason was attacking Nora's group. Nora, Ren, Jean, and Pyrrha, and it was like a 1-on-4 situation.
Yeah. Would Raven have got her ass kicked? Would Raven have kicked ass?
No, she would have kicked it. It would have been like fucking. Remember when Pyrrha had her 4-on-1?
Yeah.
It would have been like that. But yeah, according to the letter, they couldn't figure out why it was happening, like what the plot significance was, so they just scrapped it.
Like, I kind of want them to animate it, as like a deleted scene, but also I'm afraid it would be complete and utter shit.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we should probably cut this eventually.
Yeah.
Cut this out, but it was good though. I was passionate about this. I guess just moving forward, my hope is that Rooster Teeth has always been a company that takes criticism from their fans. And
I hope somehow they see this and hear this.
Well, not this video specifically because we're nothing. If they saw anything, it would be that Reddit post that I'm going to have you link in the description.
Yeah.
Because that got to number 1 on RWBY Reddit for a long time, and I know they check RWBY Reddit.
Oh yeah, I think they are mods on there of some sort.
Well, and that's the other thing too. I have hope for Rooster Teeth because they hire fans too. They hired fucking Dishwasher and the guy, I think.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
I fucking forget. It is.
They hired 2 fan artists for something. And,
yeah. I don't know if it was something for RTX or if they actually hired them.
I'd have to look into it. I thought they actually hired them, like, full on for, like, I mean, they could be, like they could, maybe that fucking Volume 5 poster was drawn by Dishwasher. Who knows?
It kind of looks like his art style.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just sitting, by the way, if anyone wants to count how many times I've said I'm just sitting here thinking, I realize that's a thing that I say a lot. But closing off, I guess let's make predictions for where this is gonna go. That'll be how we end this off.
I'm somewhat hopeful that we'll have like a flashback of like now that Crow's blackout drunk on the couch.
Oh yeah, like Crow blacks out and then they're just talking to Oscar.
Yeah, I kind of want like a little flashback sequence of what happened and how Ozpin got transferred to Oscar's mind and how that power works.
I wonder if it's gonna be one of those things where it's like he willingly, because it was so quick. I could almost see a situation where he's like, I knew I wasn't gonna win, and maybe it's like I could also see them pulling some shit where it's like with the wizard it's different than the maidens. If you die, it actually ends, and you have to like forcibly do it yourself. So you could be like I saw that I was gonna die, so I like quickly like basically like essentially killed himself, but like forced the shit over. I don't know. There's a lot of things they could do.
Yeah, it could go anywhere.
The question I'm having is, are they going to explain why the fight was so short? Or,
that's what I want. Or are they going to pussy out and not do it?
Well, because they could have very easily just like at first I thought they were just showing 13 seconds of that fight. I was like, oh, they just showed. It's just that they only showed that much of the fight and more happened. But that can't be it, because right when John and Pyrrha got out of that elevator, boom, she comes up.
Yep. And it's... I also kind of want to know more of Ilya, because she is an interesting character.
I liked Blake's trailer with her, like, her flashback and shit was interesting.
Yeah, so I want to know more of, like, why she chose... I guess she's taking the fall for something.
Well, it seemed like the two people she was mentioning were those, like, fucking praying douchebags.
Yeah.
One of which is voiced by Mike McFarlane, who we will be meeting at Comic-Con.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
But yeah, so remember those two praying dudes who were like, no, they don't represent... What it seemed like was Blake was basically saying, like, they're blaming you. Because remember, their whole thing in Volume 4 was, no, we represent the good part of White Fang, you know?
Yeah.
So according to Blake, they're blaming Ilya for all the shit that's been happening in the town.
Yeah, inside a menagerie.
And it sounds like off-screen, Blake and Sun probably found some sort of scroll that proved otherwise, and she's like, I can show people this, and then you can come out of hiding. That's what it seemed like. Like, no, they won't blame you because I have proof. And then she's like, no, that won't work, you know?
Yeah, and Lionheart had basically said that there's more happening here than you know. The Council and Atlas are still at fucking odds and all this shit.
Oh yeah, and I always that's one of the things that I always actually did find pretty interesting about RWBY is that negative emotions and feelings bring the grim.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept.
And it's kind of like it's almost like their version of like nuclear war. You know, it can only get worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So it's like it's a domino effect.
A scroll tirade can lead to a grim holocaust.
Yeah, exactly. People get negative, and then that brings grim, and then that makes people more negative, and then that makes people more negative. You know.
Exactly.
more negative. Yeah.
I also kind of want to know who the Huntress or Hunter is that is in danger, because when Weiss is on that ship, we have that. We have that. Is that Winter? Is that Ironwood?
You know what I'm not sure who it is, but what I immediately thought of when that scene happened, you know, in like those Walking Dead Telltale games where it's like, this action will have consequences?
Yeah.
Like when they ignored the Mayday call, I was like, this action will have consequences. I feel it.
Yeah, the little butterfly effect.
Someone's gonna be like, you didn't help me, fuck you.
Yeah, my hands were tied. I was on a cargo ship. I couldn't drop into the middle of a... Fuck you!
Yeah, fuck you, you're rich, you could have bribed him, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. He was like, my shit, my rules. And then I was like...
My money, my rules.
Speaking as Weiss, do you want, like, more money? Because I'm fucking rich? Oh, well, actually, that's another good question. Is she rich? Because she probably doesn't have an unlimited amount of money like she used to, because the reason she had money was because she was on good terms with her dad. She just escaped her house, so in reality, she probably just stole a chunk of money, and it's probably finite. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, true.
So she probably, I'm gonna assume she stole like a big chunk of money, but like she's gonna have to like get her own job at some point to like actually maintain it.
Or to take back control from her dad.
Yeah, dude,
Colonel Sanders there with the fucking KFC beard and mustache.
Bernie. Oh, I thought you said Bernie Sanders.
No.
That makes more sense. I was like, what's the I thought you meant at first Bernie Sanders as in taking control of the rich, corrupt bullshit. But yeah, that makes sense too.
Nice. But yeah, I want to know what those consequences were. I want to know, like, behind the scenes, the fight. And what I most logically will see happening is more of Callie's Bella Booty.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to for more Black Sun ship. I need more Black Sun.
I want to see the team reunite. What will they call themselves? Because it won't be Ranger anymore, because we got Yang and we got Weiss coming. And we also got Blake and Sun, so...
It'd have to be a really fucking long name if they were all fighting together.
Are we going to break off into two groups, or what?
I don't know. I'm hoping. I guess, yeah, final predictions, what I'm the most excited about is just when we get to the first fight. I just want to see a good fight, man. And like normally shows I prioritize story. I always have. But RWBY is not one of those shows because that's not what brought me into it. It was never about story, at least to me.
I mean, it had a good story and all, but it kind of...
No, it really didn't. I mean, it was literally like that's something that I keep bringing up. RWBY, I don't think Rooster Teeth has ever been good at story.
For their standards, it was pretty damn good.
It was just slice of life. It was literally like a slice of life with like Ozpin and Torchwick was back there, and you know, like, because I don't know, man, like, because I know they said that they were always planning on having it like branch out. But
beyond that,
I will never get over the whole like classic like MacGuffins.
Yeah, I want him to do MacGuffin well to prove us wrong.
Well, yeah, and this is how we'll end this. I think let's finally fucking end this video. Although it was a good discussion.
Yeah.
Rebecca, as you know, my girlfriend, as you know, she according to her, she's a big Beast Wars fan. Have you watched Beast Wars?
Yes.
According to her, Beast Wars did MacGuffins good.
They did.
Okay, so she keeps saying if it's, you know, it might pull a Beast Wars and do MacGuffins well. And I was like, okay, I hope that's possible.
Have you finished Beast Wars?
No, I'm about halfway through.
Okay. So
I think I was like episode... How many episodes are there?
Shit. Is she counting Volume 3? Because Volume 3's dub was complete and utter trash.
I have no idea. I just know that I was, think I was somewhere between 15 and 20.
Okay,
According to her, I haven't gotten to the part that she's thinking of where the MacGuffins actually get good.
Okay, so Beast Wars, Transformers, blah, 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 blah. Episodes. So, 26 in volume, or season 1. There's 13 in season 2 and 13 in season 3.
Yeah, okay, so I'm...
Season 3, watch the sub. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, I'll be...
like, because the dub made me want to rip my eyeballs out.
Why did the dub start sucking only in season 3? That's weird.
New studio.
Oh, that sucks.
But anyway, yeah. Ending off.
Yeah, so I guess hopefully you know it is possible. Apparently, you know, MacGuffins can be done well. According to that, I haven't seen one where it's been done well, but according to her and according to you, it can be done. So
it can be done. So I want to see it done well. I want them to, you know, get their heads out of their asses. A classic David line, look in our Discord server, which I'll link. It's said quite often in there.
So yeah, I mean, just give me that. Give me what I came to RWBY for. Fucking fights that literally make me fucking fangirl. excited about watching this because I'm excited to analyze the fights. I'm excited to sit there and be like, okay, you know, are they going to do the wide shots? Are they going to maybe pick up the pace of the speed a little? I'm just, it's so exciting to think, like, can they do it? Will they do it?
Look at the first fight in Volume 4. It was better than the Tyrion fight.
Wait, you think the fight in Volume 4 was good?
The Golem.
The Rock Golem?
It was better than the Tyrion fight because it had the wide shots and it actually had some pacing.
Okay. I get you there. It was better than the Tyrion versus the group fight. I think the Tyrion Crow fight was better.
Yes.
Tyrion group fight was actually horrible. Like, it was garbage.
Yeah. But if they could get that kind of shot in Volume 5 with the wide shot and the power usage with the weapons, I'll be content.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember liking, I thought it was clever, combining Nora's lightning shit with, Ruby's speed shit. I thought that was cool.
Yeah. So they're actually growing as a team.
Mm-hmm. And Ruby's, like, wants to improve her, fist fighting in the,
But we don't know where that was in the series.
No, I know where that was. That was right before she said. That was before she was about to go to, she was about to go off to Beacon.
So will that hand-to-hand combat come into play?
That was very early. That was her about to go to Beacon.
Yeah.
So that was her saying, remember, because like
it was
because I'm going to Beacon.
Yeah.
So that was before the series started. That was like literally some prequel shit.
Yeah, but why bring that up now? Are we going to see Ruby go hand-to-hand with somebody or what? It seemed very odd.
I think. Well, there could be multiple layers to that. It could be one. It was brought up. Number one because it was her remembering Ruby and missing her. Because the whole point was she was thinking of that as she was motorcycling through. You know.
Yeah.
So I think the first layer is
her memory and her sisterly love. Yeah. Blah blah blah.
Her sister and thinking about protecting her and shit. And two, if they want to go clever with it, there might be a situation where Ruby doesn't have her weapon. And because you know, I like the idea of you can't rely on your semblance, you can't rely on this, that, and the other thing. And that was something I liked about in Volume 4, where her dad was like, you can't just keep her. Every fight in last year, you only won because your semblance. And it was like, oh, that's a good point.
I didn't think about that until that was brought up.
Yeah. I guess one last question too, because I keep thinking of other shit. When Yang went all red-eyed towards the drunk, cringy stereotype guy, was that breaking the rules of her semblance? Because I thought she had to take damage to happen.
Did she take emotional damage? What was the purpose of that shit?
Well, I guess I'd have to relook. I don't remember what the rules for that were, but I thought
I thought she had to take physical fucking damage.
Did
like
she
a
Did she get red-eyed when Neon called her top heavy? I'm trying to remember.
She did a little bit.
So, but like, you know, that's immediately becoming like a Kurapika Sasuke thing.
Like, my ego, my pride.
It's kind of weird because it was different because it wasn't like an emotional thing. It was just her semblance. But then now it's kind of they're doing the generic quirk of like my eyes get red when I'm angry. And by the way, I'm not mad about Hunter x Hunter doing that because it happened in 1998.
Exactly.
It wasn't a freaking it wasn't a stereotype yet. It wasn't a
Yeah, it's just, oh dear fucking God. Please don't turn complete trash.
I mean, that's it. At this point, we've really said everything that could possibly be said. This was a very extensive talk, and I'm glad that it was. That means that we had a lot to say about it.
Yeah, and a long video in this case actually is a good thing. So please.
I'm okay with it. I mean, yeah, it's because we all just want to see what happens in RWBY. At this point, there's no more judgment I can do until I see more of the series. You know. And,
exactly. And
like it's not bad enough to drop, and I doubt it ever will get bad enough to drop. But I'd like it to go from
meh back to its glory days.
To Volume 3 when I was fucking pumped.
Like I remember you were like, it dropped in the middle of fucking class. You're like, it dropped. I can't wait to get home to watch it.
You know what I was looking at again recently? I post. Do you remember last year it came out on Valentine's Day, didn't it?
I believe
Or
so.
Not last year. Volume 3 finale came out on Valentine's Day. Around Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So, like, are we going to get a long volume or are we going to get another short volume?
I don't know. But the Facebook post, I think they said 14 episodes.
Okay, good.
But the Facebook post that I was talking about, and this is how I finally went. I've said it a million times, but this is good. That means we have good chemistry here. But like, there was a Facebook post where I was like, oh, once again, Valentine's Day is still single. That was back when I was always fucking single. But in the comments, literally the first comment in that thing is, would it stop whatever you're doing now and watch the Volume 3 finale? And it was from you. And that was when it was hype as fuck. I haven't been that hyped for RWBY in so long. I just want to be hyped again.
You were searching for a RWBY related post on your timeline, weren't you?
No, I found it because I was it was one of those at this point I was looking back through my Facebook to find like a political thing I had shared, and then I saw that.
Oh my god.
But this was like a couple weeks ago I saw it, but like
that's actually kind of funny.
Ending it off. Let's get back to those days where it was like quality was assured. It's like when you read a One Piece chapter, you know it's gonna be good. At One Piece's worst, it's still good.
Exactly. At its best, it's fucking. Oh my god, my eyes just jizzed.
My eyes jizzed. Yes. And with RWBY, used to be, I never have to worry about fights being bad in this show because they're always good. It was like the Pixar effect. Pixar before fucking Cars.
Ugh.
Pixar before Cars could not make a bad movie. And
I raise you, Wall-E.
No, I loved Wall-E. Fuck you.
I did not care for Wall-E.
Is it because there's no dialogue? Was it too simple?
No, it just seemed forced.
I think if you can't, have you rewatched it recently?
No, I haven't. Not since I was a teenager. The silence, does that mean I killed you?
Can you not hear me?
No, I had no audio pickup there.
I guess, yeah. To me, shows that can tell a story with little to no dialogue are powerful as fuck.
Yeah.
That's good writing.
It is, but it just seemed forced to me.
Which aspect?
Like, the whole environmental, like, bullshit just seemed forced to me as a teenager. Maybe now if I go back and watch it.
They may seem forced, but they're not wrong, David.
I'm not saying they're wrong, it just seemed forced.
I get that.
It also probably didn't help that I had to watch it in school, and therefore it was immediately bad to me, mentally.
Well, here's what you can do. After we're done with this discussion, go watch the Cinema Sins of Wall-E. Okay?
Yeah, that I could do. If I wasn't binging the rest of Voltron. After I binge watch the rest of Voltron, I'll watch that.
One of my favorite things about that video is they talk about this part where Wall-E is walking along with that cockroach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they basically do like a negative sin. They're like, see, this is what's so goddamn good about this movie. If this was some DreamWorks movie, by now the cockroach would have had a funny accent and it would have been like, well, bye, golly, Wall-E, let's go, like that was it. But no, they're doing this completely dialogue free. It's just an environment. They're not pulling some weird bullshit, giving the cockroach a voice. It's just a cockroach,
I guess I can see that as good.
Yeah. To me, Wall-E's actually one of my favorites because it's one of the few Pixar movies. My judgment for shit that like media that I like is it should change my perspective on life a bit.
Yeah.
That's a good. And when I watched that when it came out, I was terrified. It did its job because I was scared for the future. I was terrified. It made me feel.
I was forced in high school to watch Unforgiving Truth and then the fucking Wall-E back to back.
It made life feel fragile.
Yeah.
And it basically. I don't know. I guess.
It does its job. It tells a great story, but immediately if I'm forced to watch something, I don't like it.
That makes sense. But yeah, let's finally fucking end this video off.
Alrighty.
Thank you for watching our RWBY discussion. These will be weekly. The succeeding ones will be significantly less long than this.
Oh dear God, yes, an hour and 9 minutes.
Because this one was not just our thoughts on RWBY episode 1 or Volume 5 episode 1 as a whole, but it was also our thoughts
on the Yang trailer and how it's going.
How the series has gone.
Yeah.
We'll repeat ourselves next one.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Until next time, Planet Unity.